The Speed of Boredom by John Cronshaw. Read by John Cronshaw. I hold the yawn in my mouth and swallow the boredom. I look up at the clock while the lecturer talks and talks. How can time crawl like this? I fall into my mind, dividing time into the objective and subjective, the measurable and the personal. Time dilates at the speed of boredom. A minute seems like 5, an hour an eternity. They say time flies when you're having fun. They say live fast, die young. I say slow down, make yourself a nice mug of warm milk. Live slow, live forever. I walk home and take the blandest route. There's no scenery, nothing of interest. The journey feels longer than it should. I gain several minutes. I throw out all the things I love, my books, the good ones, clothes, video games, movies, music, the wife. I search online for videos that will extend my life. An hour-long documentary about the history of buses in Wolverhampton between 1972 and 1976 pushes me beyond boredom. I gain so much, so many hours squeezed into one. My mum calls. She's telling me about a new decking. The temptation to hold the phone away from my ear is almost unbearable. But I think about all the time I'm gaining. So I ask her again about Mildred's hip replacement. So boring. I tell her I've kicked out the wife. She's not happy. She gets upset. This drama is eating into my life, accelerating my drift towards death. So I hang up and I drop the phone in the toilet and flush. The lights around the house cast interesting shadows on the walls. I take the bulbs out and flush them down the toilet as well. When the plumber arrives to fix the toilet, he regales me with amusing anecdotes. I ask him to leave and hide in a cupboard. There's a knock at the door, loud and insistent. It's the wife. She looks sad. She's been crying. She says she's worried about me, that I need help. I try to ignore her and turn her words into a drone. That way, I'll gain more time. I sit in the dark for weeks, eating only crackers and rich tea biscuits. I read junk mail, copy the letters out into a notebook, catalogue their contents, and make an extensive archive. I watch a video on YouTube about Belgian politics, but I turn it off when it's a bit more interesting than I expected. There's a knock at the door again. The wife's back. She's crying again. My mum stands next to her. She's crying too. There's a policewoman, a concerned looking doctor, and an ambulance. I try to explain that they're stealing my time. They don't listen. They say it doesn't work like that they can help me. But I don't need their help. I need to reach the speed of boredom. Thank you. That's a story called Speed of Boredom. If you like my stories, you can check out my novels. I've got the Wasteland series and the Ravenglass Chronicles, Blind Gambit, all that good stuff. So remember, if you like these stories, hit like, hit subscribe, and if you've got any questions, ask me in the comments. And remember to follow my author diary every week where you can keep up with my author career. So until next time, cheerio.